welcome back to my channel. This is Fatime, and in today's video I would like to share with you guys some tips and tricks regarding writing a CV. Whether you're applying for jobs, internships, summer schools, last but not least, universities in Norway, you're required to provide an appropriate CV which indicates your core qualifications, job experiences, studies, and even a summary of your own personality. So if you're interested in this topic, follow me through the whole video. Alright everyone, so now I'm going to give you some tips on how to write a successful CV for both career and educational purposes in Norway. Making this video, I asked my viewers to send me their CVs to use it as a sample CV to describe my tips and points on it. After all, I found this resume a good sample which could be better by a few changes and modifications. So let's get started. For the course of this video, I'll keep the original resume on the right and the revised version on the left side. Right from the beginning, we'll start with a heading. This part of resume includes your personal information. Try to use as much spaces as possible. Use a normal font type and size, usually around 11 or 12. For example, here you can use the space and increase the font size for better readability while filling the empty spaces. Remember to have at least 1 to 2 inches margin both on the left and right side of your resume. The next point is a short summary of your key qualifications, also called about. At this part, you can briefly describe your core competences and simply stand out your key qualifications. But try to limit it to maximum 2 to 3 sentences, because the one reviewing your CV has not so much of time, and they just skim and scan your CV, and if they find it interesting, they continue reading. So try to keep it short and simple. After that, we'll get to the work experiences. Last things first. Remember to start this part with your most recent job. And if applying for education, have your educational background first and then your work experiences. Remember to use the relevant work in education to the position you're applying for. Also, it is important that you list your work experiences in a clean and tidy manner and make sure that you name the places you've worked for, the duration that you've worked there, and the type of position that you've had. Mention if it was a part-time, full-time, project, and even if you've worked as a freelancer. Also write a list of tasks and achievements in every single position if they're relevant to the job you're applying for. So the next point is about the education. Be consistent when it comes to format, such as the duration, the name of university or institute, or simply the location. If the thesis is relevant for the position you're applying for, briefly explain the methodology and the results. In the next section, you can write your core competences and skills. You can also add your language proficiency at this part. Start with the language you're most dominant on and state your proficiency level in both written and oral. Next comes all the projects, courses, workshops, certifications, and etc. And only if relevant to the target position. If not, don't even bother mentioning them. If you're going to list them, try to use the same format as what you use for education and work experiences. Just keep it short and sweet, mentioning the name of the project, the company you've worked for, and shortly what your contribution was at that project. After that, you can tell a little bit about your interests and hobbies, as it is important for your future employer to learn more about your personality. Last but not least comes the references. You need at least 2 references, and if they're comfortable with their contact information being shared, just write their name, occupation, and contact information here. If not, just state available upon request. And if you were lucky to reach the last stages in the employment process, you can provide the recruiter the contact information of your references then. Okay, with this we came to the end of this video, and I hope that it was useful and wish you the best with your career search. Have a nice day and bye-bye.